Alright, welcome back guys to Kingdom Expression, where it's all about changing life through effective living. It's been a while, I mean really a while, so I'm here for a short while.
1 year ago? 1 year ago?
Yeah, no, about 4 months ago we did a video, or 5 months ago we did a video. Today we're basically going to talk about 1 year and counting. It's now 1 year and 8 months, and has happened in that space, and so I want to share quickly like what has changed, what has happened so far for persons who are anxious to migrate, anxious to be here, whether in America, in England, in Canada, wherever you want to go, but we're here in America. And so quickly I just want, it's not really an interview, but more so just a chit chat with Rusheda and myself to find out, you know, where we are since 8 months when we last did that video, which has, you know, pulled a few attractions. And let me thank you for those persons who have been watching and subscribing, and for those persons who have been rooting for us. We appreciate you. Now, 1 year and counting, what has really changed so far for you, Rusheda?
Alright, so let me just start with my career, because I know that most persons want to hear about the career path. So for the career, for sure, the job, the mentality that I had when I just got here from Jamaica, that has changed drastically. Believe what they say about experience teaches wisdom, because it is true. I can just compare yourself to a teacher that has been teaching for 20 years to a teacher that to a teacher that's teaching for 3 years. It's a massive difference. So that is what has been happening to me. I am way more comfortable and confident in how I articulate myself in the industry, in the job itself, whether with students, parents, co-workers, the list goes on. So a drastic change in my career. I am no longer want to pack up my bags and go back home to Jamaica. It's a difference. I am
She's loving it. She wants
he's exaggerating. I don't want to say love.
She's calling here home now. Unlike me, what has changed for me, I'm not sure if I'd shared the same in the video before this one, but I'm back in Jamaica working. So if I didn't, I am sharing it now.
Not
that has
by
been
choice.
A drastic change. Not by choice, but we still had to choose. But it was more of, it needed to happen.
The type of visa that we got on offer.
The visa that we got, you know, which is an H1 and the Hall of Fame or the Walk of Fame. The students tell us shortly what happened. What happened? Just tell us.
Well, these are just artworks. Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King, the great students.
Yeah, even for more volume.
I'm trying. The energy's low.
Energy's low.
Those on the walls were done by middle schoolers.
The middle schoolers did these. Like ages what, 8, 9. Alright, so these are H4. I am not authorized to work yet, so it was rather prudent for us to send it back home, pack me up and send it back home.
That's not the
so
case.
That has changed for us. How often I'm here. I try to be here every month, but sometimes it doesn't work out given work responsibility and accountability. But I've been here quite often enough that my presence still feels as though I'm here when I'm not here. So that has changed. Grocery, cost for grocery has changed. For some reason we are more concerned about dollar now than when we just got here. Like for some reason the American dollar kicks in now.
Yes.
Like things feel expensive now. Before they were like $1, $2, $2.50, $4.
That's cheap.
That's cheap. But now we understand what $1 means.
Living here is different.
Living here is different. So living in the apartment, we have not changed apartment. That's changed in terms of we have become more claustrophobic.
outgrown the space.
Outgrown the space. The kids, they have outgrown their space.
Yeah.
We miss, our home. We miss creating a home, like cooking, jerking, that little excitement we had when we just came here, an apartment, and now.
And did we share that we're in a 1-bedroom apartment? That's what we rented when we got here. So, naturally speaking, 1 year and counting being in the same space, we would have outgrown it. Not with just material things, but, mentally, the space is emotionally, one way.
Not financially, though. We have not outgrown it financially.
It's expensive.
It's expensive, which contrary to what many people may think and believe, that we always say America provides opportunity. And since I've been here, I have somehow switched that notion. I don't really see the opportunity initially as people may have put it. I rather say it provides you with exposure. And whatever you do with the exposure, you create that opportunity. And why I would have arrived at this thought is because many people have been here and their lives are worse off than where they're coming from. And so if opportunities
make it worse too.
Yeah, and if opportunity is as we put it to be, it means that everybody who steps off from their soil in their country and step in American soil, they should be well off, and that's not the case. And so that's why I've stopped populating or promoting that notion about opportunity, but rather I say it's exposure. Like, for example, you're exposed to different food types, fast food, people you don't really cook. Your kids are exposed to a variety of culture. And if you don't know what you want for them, you find out that the life, that the way you'd have grown them in your own country is way different, and you may regret it. So there's so much exposure, technology, the education system, the class size, as my wife would have put it. So it's more exposure. So it's what you do with the exposure that really creates the opportunity. And so that is what I want to basically let someone know. What has changed for us is it's a variety of exposure, it's a high level of exposure, and so you have to be cautious, you have to be knowledgeable on how you take them on, and then you will see the opportunities presenting themselves as you take advantage of the exposure. Not sure if Rusheda wants to add to that.
The exposure really does a lot for you as a person. It really builds you. I can say there's negatives and positives to the transition that you have to make, but just bear in mind, when it comes to exposure and being in a first world country, when I saw the exposure of the kids, made me so angry. But then they were disrespectful, they knew everything, they act like adults even though they were kids. But now, being in the system for a year now, I'm seeing where exposure is also good for the kids. They are equipped, they understand what's current, they know they're flexible. So it's like a mixture in the system. So the exposure is just how when it comes to the kids, it's just because they're not quote unquote monitored well, and they're not parent well, in my opinion. They do whatever they want to do. But when I have them, I teach elementary now, so my eldest grade is 4th graders, and they're extremely mature. They're not disrespectful yet until they reach middle school. So I see where the exposure really build them as a person, but it's also dangerous for them too, because they're kids. It's too much.
Even with our own children, I see where we have to be so vigilant and keen with them because of the high level of exposure here. And so while there is, people might say, better shoe and clothing and so forth, when someone go to the toy store, there's so much toys, we have to be teaching him that
everything you see, you're going to get every single time we go shopping.
There you go. So it's really exposure, and it's what you do with it that will really create the opportunity for them that they will think different. America has no culture. And if I were to name a culture, or if you really want to argue with me, for example, commercialism, which is all about making money.
I guess that's a culture,
and it's a good thing. It's a good thing, because and how I got to this point, I remember when I was here in December, we just had Christmas. And right in the new year, before I left for work back to Jamaica, they were putting out Valentine's Day items. I mean, it was like January the 2nd, and we saw Valentine's items being on display.
Those things were a culture shock for us.
It's a culture of commercialism. Another is materialism. People are all about the material things. They will spend they'll get up today, they'll go and buy something, and tomorrow go and buy something similar to it, and buy and buy and buy. Another one is liberalism, like whatever you think, it can become the norm.
That one, we'll talk all night on that one.
So the truth is, yes, there's no culture, but if you were to name a culture, cultures, those would be my three: liberalism, commercialism, and materialism. In general, America is just bland, and that's why you have to be very cautious when you're coming from your own country. Contrary to what you may see on the different programs and on the internet, the truth is, if you're coming here to make money and to work hard like my wife, you will see something. That's the culture, productivity. If you're coming here for great ideas and you have some ideas in your head and people are not supporting you back in your country, America is a place for you.
Yeah.
They welcome any idea, right? And if you are materialistic, then America is a place for you, because you can't outshop nobody.
And just to add something, just to pull away from what Kevon is talking about a little bit, taking the drastic change to move from your country to come to the US in particular, because that's where we are, we have found out that you will lose things. It could be friends.
Yeah, you will.
It could be investments.
Oh yes.
Yeah, because
that's changed for me.
we have lost, or we made a step to cancel one of our investments, because we're changing from a country, but the reality kicks in. Like we lost things, we lost investments, you will lose people.
You will
no
lose
matter
people.
who they are, even if they're still calling your phone.
Happy with that one up. Yeah, that's one that has
We
changed
have to
for
be
us.
transparent, because
We
the
have
channel is
lost.
all about transparency.
Because people think once you land here, you're at a
You're
different.
at the place
you're
where
at the
money
place.
go upon tree.
In other words, you're
Jamaicans.
in heaven, but that's so wrong, and you cannot convince them otherwise. They are going to lose friends intentionally. Some will be deliberate, and some will just be smiling with you, but they're not for you. So
Try not to lose yourself while you're losing things and people.
you need to know who you are and who you want to be. Identity is key here.
Yeah.
What we really mean by that, everybody want to be an American, and of course we love America, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
However, what is interesting is that Americans want to be a Jamaican, at least some Americans rather. While you embrace the culture and you love the culture, don't forget who you are, because Americans love you for who you are. They don't want you to be who they are. They're excited about the culture, they're excited about the food, about the accent. So I'm cautioning those Jamaicans who, when they come here, what they want to do is, once they land on the soil of America, they throw away that culture, the identity. The Americans don't want you to. Alright? Please come here, embrace your culture. At the same time, be welcome into American culture.
That cultural exchange, because we are learning a lot about finances and business being here.
Commercialism, we're learning about it.
And exchange culture.
Yeah, but don't lose yourself. Don't force your child to lose themselves. Don't do that. Like, my kids are proud to say they're Jamaicans, and others are proud that they are. And you have to establish priorities, because time measures differently in America. It just goes differently. And so if you are not coming here to observe time and to make use of time, wrong place you're coming. That's all that I've changed so far, 1 year and 8 months. So I hope that you'd have learned a few. We have been just chatting. I hope that you have gathered something from our video.